Welcome to my August market update. This month, I'm taking a slightly different angle with my report. Usually, I talk about current market activity, interest rates, and what I expect to see in the months ahead. But this month, I want to talk about an issue that has a tremendous impact on our market here in Silicon Valley and the San Francisco Bay Area. The lack of inventory created, in part, by the capital gains tax consequences of selling a long-held home. I see this particularly with longtime homeowners who bought their homes decades ago, often for a fraction of what they are worth today. Selling can trigger an enormous capital gains bill, sometimes large enough that homeowners feel financially compelled to stay where they are, even when they might otherwise be ready to downsize, move closer to family, or simply enjoy the equity that they've built. As a result, some homeowners remain in their properties until they pass them on to their beneficiaries, who may receive a stepped-up tax basis. But there are now several proposals in Congress that could change this dynamic, and I think they're worth paying attention to. One proposal, the More Homes on the Market Act, would double the current capital gains exclusion from $250,000 to $500,000 for individuals and from $500,000 to $1 million for married couples, while also adjusting those amounts for inflation. Another proposal would provide homeowners 65 and older who have owned their homes for at least 25 years with an exclusion of up to $1 million in capital gains. Both of these proposals could certainly help, but the proposal I find most interesting is the Don't Tax the American Dream Act, introduced by Congressman Craig Goldman of Texas. It would eliminate the dollar limit altogether on the capital gains exclusion for the sale of a qualifying primary residence, and that's particularly relevant here. Think about someone who bought a home decades ago for under $1 million, and today, that home is worth $5, $7, even $10 million or more. Even $1 million exclusion may not be enough to make selling financially attractive. That's why I think this is a bigger than a tax issue. It's a housing inventory issue. If Congress were to meaningfully reduce or eliminate this barrier, it can encourage some long-time homeowners to finally sell, putting homes back into circulation and potentially loosening up inventory in some of the most supply-constrained markets in the country. None of these proposals is law today, and there is no guarantee that any of them will pass, but I'll be watching them closely. Because if something like this does become law, it could create a significant opportunity for homeowners who have been sitting on substantial equity, and at the same time, potentially bring much needed inventory back into our local housing market. I hope you found this interesting. I'd love to hear from you. Text me or email me or call me if you'd like. Thanks so much, and until next month, I'll see you later.